the Drôme Valley, southern France. He watches the movie channel on Canal Sat, some obscure Eastern European film, killing time. He phones his sister in Marseille, a status report, waffling on about restraints and drug treatment as a way of dealing with their situation. The memories of old rooms accompanies his sleep. Like all the people who ever lived there had left some trace. Together they read from Siegfried Sassoon's First World War diaries, listening to obscure France music tracks on the Robertson. The sounds of the rural night. Owls discuss deeper issues in real time, whilst he sleeps to the cry of nightjars. His morning rituals of shutters and windows and coffee percolator marks a continuous repetition of fiddly things. Taking his coffee outside, still dark, rain makes everything wet, shiny. He sits under vaulted stone ceilings on a bench with a wheelbarrow. Still tired, still early, dawn not quite breaking. He snoozes, wrapped in an old tartan car blanket, waiting for the light. Acting with some degree of self-determination within the constraints of cultures, he carefully extracts the car from its garage under the barn. And so his day begins. Gated accommodation for those end-of-lifers with issues, Parkinson's, senile dementia, Huntington's, foreclosing their chance to stay at home. We used to keep our old people at home in the front room, the parlour, downstairs, the smell of liniment and medicine and old age. But they have created their individual, me-important lives with little time for siblings to care for elder parents. So state institutions do their best to homogenise disparate forces so as to accommodate with least risk the individuals they can never know. Medication gives all the appearance of sane.
You're stuck on the door. You're stuck on the door.
Softening the mind and ego and libido in a compote of care, noticed by the recipients of such only as something missing, forgotten. Exploring corridors that disappear in minutes to be rediscovered again and again. Living without retention, alive without life, adult children, fragile, disconnected, responsive to kindness but then gone to wander the place they have ended up in, alone.
Il y a 4 pommes, une par secteur. J'ai dit j'en prends.
Donne-lui $10 000. Paie-le qui s'en a.
A wheelchair is some freedom there, to be able to move, transit the unexplored spaces, reimagined in the mind to be something else. So maybe not so unhappy, but maybe better before.
What do you mean?
He leaves, deflated, humbled, challenged and confronted by endings, unable to change it. Returning to father's old farmhouse, driving his father's car, he is inhabited with the old man's presence. Brown rice and vegetables, lentils, garlic, herbs de Provence, olive oil, the daily ritual of food preparation, relocates him in his real world. A glass of red wine from the cooperative of St. Gervais. Special grainy bread from the artisan boulangerie in the village of Marsanne, some hour away by foot. He dwells on matters that do not concern him, other than their concentrated experience of others' end of life, like a heavy coat. Before he sleeps, the washing has to go in the dryer, outside. In one of the small stables, a journey through endless echoing rooms, stairs and corridors to reach the washing machine in an older kitchen in an older part of the house. Repeated in reverse before descending to reach the dryer through the courtyard, turning right under the gîte. Loading the machine, leaving the plastic box on top of the other dryer, he returns inside to do the washing up and prepare for bed. Outside, the dark fields settle into the encroaching night. Trees become silhouettes. The wild boar, deer and fox are about their business under star-laden darkness. A breakfast so early, on opening the shutters, it's like night time. Real muesli, the Swiss sort, with bananas sliced to the top, and fresh coffee, and yesterday's bread cut thick, toasted, strong, dark honey from local bees in the forests. Waiting for daybreak, he makes his bed, a convoluted flying of sheets of cloth, balancing airflow, volume and energy, like placing a postage stamp as the cover settles precise. He tucks and folds, not really thinking, just doing. He cuts the grass every 3 weeks in the winter, twice a week in the spring and early summer. The noise of the Briggs & Stratton petrol engines surrounds him. Then suddenly, as if all a dream, he sits staring out of the window of the TER local Montélimar to Marseille train, in another world. He catches the bus back to a tiny flat in another city, in another country. Shape-shifting between worlds, he considers his options.